Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. So, gee, what's this guy doing? No, he's not at the drive-in. There aren't many of those around. And for some of the young ones who are like, what's that? It's like a big picture screen outside, and like back in the day, you like drive your vehicle in and you turn your radio on, and there's the movie. So it's not very common. There are a few, but man, it's fun. To me, it's fun. Oh yeah, if you can find a drive-in. There's one that's way far away, but man, to me it's fun. I like it. You get your SUV, boom, and just watch the movie from your car. Can be relaxing if your vehicle is comfortable. So this guy here, he is the worker. You've probably seen his videos, as we are probably all aware that Tesla, the layoffs. So he has basically decided, because he was one of the ones that was laid off, to live in his vehicle. That's right. And it's nothing new for him, because he basically, in his story, he shared he was facing a 3-hour commute. That's crazy. So instead, what did he do? He was already living on the premises in his Tesla vehicle. He would just go inside to shower and I guess use bathroom facilities elsewhere. Talk about sacrifice. So he was doing that, living in the vehicle while he was employed at the factory. Yeah, living in the vehicle while he was employed at the factory. So now he's been laid off. His plans are reportedly to sell the house and live where? In the vehicle like he did before. Now, this may not be possible for everyone, especially if you have a family. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Desperate times, desperate measures. So, more than likely, if he's able to sell the house, I don't know what his finances are, but you think about it, if he may have a profit, he's not going to be wasting that profit on trying to pay some inexpensive rent until all the money runs out. There's a severance package. As I understand, the severance packages that were given this time are a lot less than prior severance packages. But this here, life changes just like that. 2 weeks ago, prior to being laid off, he never thought this would happen. That's life happens. But see, you have to plan and move, and it's easier to do when you don't have a wife or kids, or you don't have children. It's easier to kind of navigate sometime when it's one, because even though this is hard for anyone to give up their home. I don't care if it's a house, an apartment, your home, and live in a vehicle. To me, that has to have a psychological effect and not a positive one. But some people are doing that, because guess what? They're not going to sit around and wait for the bank account to go to zero, because that is what typically happens. That is what typically happens. People now looking for jobs. The handwriting is on the wall, and people think it can't happen to me until it does happen. People are looking for jobs, and then you might land the job. Oh, guess what? Whew, finally got one. Let's see how long it may last. Some of these companies, it's so bad now. There are reports that there are fake jobs. People are sitting up here putting up fake job postings, only to do what? This is insane. Those people should be caught and just locked up forever. Putting up fake job posts to do one thing, to get your information. Oh, your name and your social. Uh-uh. I'm not giving Don't give out a social until you can check out their company and get an offer. Using your resume to try and steal your identity. Oh, let's do a Zoom call. Hold up your ID. It's to the point now. which makes it so stressful. You have to research the company to see if it's really real. And if you've got a company willing to hire you and you have to pay for supplies, and I wouldn't do it. I've heard of people pay, well, I got to pay for my uniform. That's okay. You can take that uniform charge or service fee out of the first check. Because what happens? People pay, look up. There's no such uniform because guess what, people? There's no such job. It's ridiculous. So this here, he's making a drastic measure. Why? Because people are looking for jobs, replacement jobs, and they are not able to find them. And stop and think, while you're looking for this job, you know what the sad thing is? The bills keep on coming. The rent, the mortgage, the insurance, the utilities, they still continue. And that's money going out, not coming in, money going out, not coming in. And before you know it, you're tapped out. People are getting so tapped out that when it's time to move, they don't even have money to rent the truck. And don't have money to move where? So this can be a tough one, but that's one way to try to hold that severance package, apply for unemployment, get that going. And believe it or not, this guy doesn't strike me. If he sells that house and if he can't get a profit, that'll be good for him. But whatever you have currently saved in your severance package, he should have some money. I would imagine has some money in the bank. Not everyone can do this. It does, it can represent, in my opinion, there can be some dangerous aspect to it. But at least to have some money in the bank, and every now and then, if I were him, once a month, I might just splurge on a hotel. You know, every other weekend. Kid you not, every other weekend. Maybe consider a business. Gym membership. There's your bathroom right there. Gym membership. There's your bathroom right there where you can shower. You can do that. Start your blog or continue it. But this here, a lot of people say, "Oh, that's so drastic." Sometimes it's best to try to move quickly. Because what I've seen happen is people waiting and they're going for a job interview, and they're not getting hired. But again, the bills are still there and the money is still coming out. And this is very hard to do. Like I said, when you have a family, oh my goodness, that's got to be extremely challenging. So I understand not being in a rush to do that. There is no security. There is no help for the American worker. We're on our own. So a lot of people will be facing this. And if you can try to plan quick, I do so. Try and stretch your reserves out as much as possible. So this can be very trying. And I would understand it does have, to leave your home, that has to have an effect. But sometimes you have to get yourself into go mode. It's not a bad idea. In closing, I'll say this. It's not a bad idea now. If it comes down to it, come up with a plan. What's the backup plan if this happens? Life doesn't always go as planned, but like the guy was like, oh, I have them, I've got bills, I've got a life. Sweetheart, Tesla does not care, in my opinion. And I'm a Tesla stockholder, shareholder. Tesla does not care, in my opinion. These companies do not care. It's business. Life is business and life is hard. It is. So, let me know what you all think. I mean, he's moving fast, rather drastically, but listen, I get it. And if you can move, it's easier to move solo. But this is a way I think to try and reserve your resources as much as possible. Again, won't be going through your 401k, your severance package. I think that's his plan, and I totally get it. Because you don't want to wait till it's down to zero. You have people now, people 2 years ago, my gosh, they were living in vehicles, and then the vehicle was what? Being repossessed. Come out, go to get gas, go to the bathroom, come out, your car's gone, everything in it. And then what do you do? So let me know your thoughts on the matter. If you know someone or if you've had to make drastic measures, share the ideas with us. Guess what? It could help someone else. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Take care.